Welcome to another edition of Smart Chat. NBA All-Star Game this week. If you're a Brooklyn Net fan like you know I am, if you didn't know, well, I am a Brooklyn Net fan. And when I tell you the name Deron Williams, a man that signed a contract for $100 million, and he just signed that contract not too long ago, meaning he has a ton of years left to go. And you probably ask yourself, maybe if you're a casual fan, who is Deron Williams? You maybe known him as the guy that basically, when he was with the Jazz, forced him to quit. That is Jerry Sloan, or fired. It's the polite way of, or I think he quit, but he was pretty much fired. That's the guy. You gotta look at this contract now with the Nets and where they are. If you want to move that contract, here's the thing: if you want to move Deron Williams, the problem is the contract. But not only that, there are other ton of things that would affect that move. Health being one of them. Deron Williams already has missed 14 out of 52 games, not even a starter at this point. Since coming to Brooklyn in general, he's missed 36 games, either due to complications in the ankles, more recently ribs, discomfort in the ribs. You know, with a contract like this, you have got to expect, with the amount of money that this man is being paid, that he's on the court. He unfortunately is not on the court often at all. The other thing, another factor here is the performance. And his skills have taken, I think, a turn for the worst. Going downhill, and he's only 30 years old. Every night that he takes the court, it almost seems like, at least this year, seems for it to be a reason to call it a career. And again, he's only 30 years old. This season, the points per game are a career low of 12.9, with a 36.9 field goal percentage. That's pretty bad. Again, age, contract. When you realize that Deron is only 30 years of age, for a moment, when I say that, retiring, it sounds very premature, but the fact of the matter is he has already had an injury-riddled 9 seasons since when he started playing. And it seems like his best games are far behind him. He's not even a starter at this point. Jack is. And if a diminished skill set at age 30 is not enough to make another suitor look elsewhere, gotta look at that contract again. For 2014 to 2015, $19 million and change. 2015 to 2016, $21 million and change. 2016, 2017, $22 million and change. Early termination with an early termination option. His attitude, again, let's call it like it is, even though I'm a Brooklyn Net fan, he's the one that pretty much forced Jerry Sloan from the Jazz out of town. You know, traded a few days later for Derek Favors. After they got rid of Jerry Sloan, they traded Williams. After they, a few days later, again, for Derek Favors. And I know it's Plumlee, Favors, Jack. You know, what could have been, and we all remember how the Avery Johnson situation worked out. When Deron is not happy, he makes sure to show it on the court. And the team usually suffers the most after the coach gets shown the can, gets axed. If the Nets, I think, plan on trading Deron, they honestly can't expect more in terms of a return unless another team believes the right situation can revert him back to the 2010 stud he used to be. Me as a Brooklyn Net fan, I'm hoping on this, but certainly I'm not holding my breath on the outcome. There were some bright spots in his tenure with the Nets, but just the bad kind of took over the good. We had that desire to make the Nets a championship caliber team. Our GM kind of went for it all. Some of us were happy when he did, some of us weren't. But now, losing all the draft picks, it seems like it's going to hurt us. The cap, it seems like it's going to hurt us. Almost safe to say, it seems like the Knicks have a brighter future than we do. And that's saying a lot. Just interested to know your thoughts on Deron Williams. Enjoy the NBA All-Star Game. Let's see where the NBA season goes on from here.